Hi, guys. The majority of women out here were never taught what a good man looks like. They were never shown the true blueprint and inner workings of a good man. A lot of women didn't grow up with strong, positive role models, so it makes it damn near impossible for them to actually be able to identify one.
Wait a minute!
That nigga got a point.
What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Ron back with another video. If you're new to the platform, welcome to the tribe. By the end of this video, I hope you subscribe. As you can see, I got a video for you guys from Olivia Alexa. This time was actually sent by a subscriber. And then I got another video that I think is a good follow-up to this video. Alright, she is going over why women struggle with good men or don't want good men at all. Without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into it.
A lot of this has to do with the female liberation movements that sold them lies. The feminist movement got their mothers, and the Me Too movement got them. They have little to no personal examples of good men. So they seek out society and social media to teach them what a good man looks like and what a good man actually is. And what does social media do and society? They glorify the exact opposite of a good man. And these women fall for the trap because that's all they have to go off of. They get fed images of violence, arrogance, and womanizers as the ideal of manliness. They're shown men who are valued for their wealth and physical strength rather than their integrity and masculinity.
That part right there. And what are you seeing on social media? We don't do 50-50. Oh, you got to spend $200, $300, $400, $500 on the first date. He got to pay all the bills, otherwise he ain't a real man. Is that, am I lying? Is that not what you all you see on social media? You talk about a woman valuing a man's character or anything else that don't pertain to money, they looking at you sideways. But then when you got the money, but you don't got any of the characteristics that they want, then they want to sit over here and look dumbfounded. Yeah, because y'all making the money such a priority that men no longer feel the need to develop any other characteristics outside of making money. Basically, y'all have put yourselves into the position where y'all could be bought. Nowadays, it just seems like every woman or most women have a price tag now. Let's keep it moving.
So when you come along leading by example of what a good man actually is and what it really entails is foreign to them, and they go into fight or flight mode. The bad thing about going into fight or flight mode is that most people choose to flee instead of fight because it's easier to run away and avoid unfamiliar and uncomfortable situations instead of confronting them head on. By simply existing and being yourself as a good man, you're introducing her to a world that's so far removed from her reality and every single thing that she's been conditioned to believe. Her initial response is confusion, and then her second response is to reject it. A common defense mechanism that these women will use is self sabotage by creating self fulfilling prophecies because they believe they're not worthy of a good man. See, the thing is, most women want a good man. Most women want to be treated right. Nobody goes through life saying, yeah, I want to be treated like shit today. But if that's what you're used to and what you're familiar with, then you start to equate it to love. I've literally had women come to me and say that a man doesn't love them if he doesn't hit them because they equate physical violence to love. They equate jealousy to love. They equate control to love because this is all they've known.
You know what? There may be some truth to that. I've told y'all the story about the last girl I was in a serious relationship before I turned to RP content and changed my life around. Let me tell y'all something. This is how you know I was blue pill as fuck and I did not have an abundant mindset. This woman was batshit crazy. Me and her were arguing one day, right? And then to top it off, we're arguing in the parking lot where I used to work at, which is even worse. Don't you know this woman was asking me to hit her? This woman literally asked me to hit her. I'm over here looking at her like that's how I was looking. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Then I just kind of walked off. I was like, bro, look, you got it. You got it. I'm like, woman, you crazy as hell. I just walked off and went back into the building, bro. I don't remember what happened after that. We were still together after that for a little while before we broke up, but yeah, it's some definitely some truth to that because I experienced that myself, and that shit is weird, bro. Those women like that, y'all need help for real. Let's keep it moving.
At the end of the day, these are all the same, though. They're trauma responses. And depending on who you are and what type of person you are, you might feel the urge to step in and save her or prove how much of a good man you are to her in an effort to show her how things could be with you. However, remember this: you are not obligated to be anyone's educator, especially when you've got your own battles to fight, your own growth, personal growth to focus on, your own path that you're walking. Staying true to who you are unapologetically, focusing on your future, bettering yourself, and leveling up in life, these are your task at hand. Because while the right woman can definitely accelerate your path because she's an asset to your life, the wrong one will derail you and slow you down because she's a liability to your life. It's not your job to patch the cracks from a woman's inadequate childhood or flawed upbringing. Remember that. It's not your job to try and undo the warped stories that she's digested and accepted as universal truths. You're not expected to instantly transform a woman's perspective on life. That's not your job, that's hers.
And I'm glad she pointed that out because if it's one thing that agitates me about women is that they expect men to accept this, but we constantly got women out because we constantly got women over here saying that he needs to act a certain way in order for me to be feminine. And because I got all this and this and that in my past, and I gotta work and I gotta pay bills and yada yada yada. But men don't give that. Men don't are never given that same grace from women. This is why I tell men, quit giving women grace. Why are men out here giving women grace when women don't even give men grace? Why? Especially considering we got it much harder than them because we actually have to earn our value and they don't. See how that don't make any sense? Let's keep it moving.
Because let me remind you, the average life expectancy of men worldwide is 72. And that's on the long end of the spectrum. Do you know how short 72 years is? Meaning you don't have the luxury of wasting time trying to re raise someone. If she does not come to you, at least willing to admit her flaws and, more importantly, willing to actually work on herself, you're wasting your time. Because in order for you to make it work with a woman like this, she has to be willing to put in the work on herself and willing to trash certain parts of her beliefs and behavior that have been constructed through years and years and years of societal conditioning and social media bombardment. Your ultimate goal is to keep being you unapologetically and authentically, to continue evolving and growing and pursuing your ambitions, because in doing so, you'll raise the bar along with your standards and expectations. Remember that staying true to who you are doesn't mean that you have to fit into someone else's definition of what they feel like a good man is. It means living life according to your principles regardless of whether they align with societal norms or not. And if your authenticity makes other people uncomfortable, remember that it's not your responsibility to adjust your identity to fit their comfort zone either. Continue to be the self defined good man that you are and let the world adjust. They'll be okay, trust me. So, until the next video, I'll see you guys later. Bye.
And she is 100% about that at the end because Let me tell you, bro. As a content creator, even I have to deal with this. Because there's certain, and I say this all the time on my channel. I don't expect everybody to agree with 100% of the things that I say on here. That's reality. That is life. But however, what I'm not gonna do is sit over here and change things or change my view on certain things just to appease the people that watch. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm pretty sure there's something out there in this world that you have an opinion about that I'm not gonna agree with, and that's okay. Like, it really is okay. Like, some people really need to just chill out. Now, the follow-up video that I want to show you, I think is again a good follow-up to this. All right, this is an older woman, and I came across this about a week or so ago, and I thought it was very telling, man. Check this out.
Y'all really don't want a real man like how y'all say y'all do. Y'all just be talking because it sound good. Y'all may want the image of it, but y'all don't really want what comes with being with a real man. Because here's the thing. A real man is going to be a leader. And that man is not going to want no loud, obnoxious woman that's always questioning him, constantly challenging him. He does not want to fight with you every day because you don't know how to shut up. If you want a real man that's going to provide and protect, you have to fall back and let him do what he was made to do. We hear all the time how Black women are the least protected. But what we don't talk about is maybe the reason we're not getting the protection we want from our men is because don't nobody want to protect somebody that don't even like to listen. Some of y'all Black women, y'all want to act like a man. Y'all want to do everything that the man do. Okay, then that means you got to protect your own self because that's what real men do. See, y'all don't want a real man. Y'all want a weak man. Y'all want a man to let y'all do whatever y'all want to do, say whatever y'all want to say. Y'all want him to ask y'all for permission. But baby, that's not a real man. That's a simp.
Man, I was so happy. I'm so happy because I didn't watch this video all the way through. That's why I was kind of like geeking towards the end, because she was saying some real shit. She's been saying some shit that I've been trying to say for so long on this channel. I'm just happy to hear it come out of a woman's mouth for a change. Because when you tell women this, they don't want to hear it. And the reason why they don't want to hear it is because because simps are beneficial for them. Those are the men that typically give them what they want, but those women don't really want them, so they just using them for monetary gain until they come across a man that they seem that they desire. So yeah. I thought this was a great follow-up to that, and I think both of them are connected, and I think this is one of the reasons why a lot of women struggle finding good men. It's not that there's a scarcity of good men. I think a lot of women, they either don't really know what a good man is. Uh, the image of what they have in their head of a good man is a little bit unrealistic, or they just don't want them for the reasons that she mentioned. And I think majority of the time what she said is the reason why. Because y'all don't really want these men, because in order to be with these kind of men, it would require y'all to do a lot of reprogramming. Y'all really, I mean, women in the West haven't really been programmed to follow a man's lead like that. Y'all literally been programmed to be independent. That's why it's so ironic that all of a sudden we get hit with inflation. Now you got women talking provider left and right. I'm like, that's because they need help. Y'all let me know what y'all thought about this. If you're new to the platform, please subscribe. OGs, I appreciate the love and support. Make sure y'all hit that bell notification. That way y'all know when I'm uploading. Hit the like button because it helps with the algorithm and helps me reach a broader audience. Also, look out for the travel blog channel, Unplugged Traveler. Link is in the description. Until the next video, y'all. Deuces.